Good morning. I couldn't sleep, so I guess we're gonna start the day now. Hey, Maxie girl. My dad has to get something done to his car. I don't really know what. He's dropping it off at 8, so I'm gonna go pick him up once he does that. Today's Wednesday. Happy NaNoWriMo day 3. Today's my last full day here, so I'll be going back home tomorrow. I ended up finishing writing chapter 1 last night, and this morning I wrote a little bit more, like 300 words or something. So yeah, we'll see what we get done today. I am almost done with my client project, so I really want to focus on that. What are they doing back there? You see her on my suitcase. We had a lot of questions in yesterday's vlog too, so I'll answer some of them today. I don't want all of the content today to be me answering questions in case you're not interested, so I'll try and break it up. I did film a second Q&A with my mom last night, so I'll put that in at the end of the vlog if you want to hear what my mom said to answer your questions yesterday. Otherwise, yeah, welcome back to another NaNoWriMo vlog if you're new here. I haven't said this for any of the vlogs yet. My name's Wismer. I'm an author and an editor, and we are writing book 3 to my Marionettes series this month. Book 2, Wicked Souls, comes out December 7th. We'll chat later.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights don't get around. There's something about you I like.
So I'm sitting here working on my client copy edit. I haven't written any more of Marionette's book 3 since this morning. We'll work on that this afternoon, but I figured while I'm sitting here I might as well answer a couple of the questions. Have your parents ever given you an idea or suggestion that you've then put in one of your books because it sparked an idea? No. At least nothing major, maybe like small details in a book somewhere that I can't remember. My dad does tell me his brilliant story ideas and tell me I should write a book about it, but no. Has your mom or any of your other family members read any of your books? My mom's read all of them. I don't know if anyone else has. My dad's friend at work, who has known me since I was a kid, is currently reading the Marionettes. He told me that last night. I don't know. What's something positive that has happened recently that you're happy about, non-book related? I feel like, oh man, my camera's dying. I've said this before in other vlogs, I've just gotten myself into a good routine, and I've just been enjoying my days more and enjoying my schedule more, and I'm just a lot happier right now. I need to go plug in my battery, so I'll answer one more. Do your cats have nicknames? Yes, Dean, you've heard me call him a million different names. Dino, Deanie, Mr. Dean, Mr. Loaf, Stinky King, Sneezy King, Sleepy King, Maxine, Max, Little Miss Maxine, Little Miss Maxie Girl. That's all that comes to mind, but there's probably more. We'll answer some more later. Hello. Oh, I don't know what my voice just did. I know we're in the same spot, so it looks like we haven't moved. It's actually a lot later. It's afternoon. I don't know what that noise is. I just got back from taking my dad back to go retrieve his car, but I charged my camera and now I found my tripod. So I'm still working on my copy edit. I have 36 pages left, which I can easily do in a day, and my goal was just to get this done before the end of the day on Friday, so we're definitely on track for this. And I've also worked a little bit on my proofread. So honestly, I'm gonna just finish the chapter that I'm on with this copy edit, and then we'll move over to my NaNoWriMo project. But let me see what questions we have left. What chapter are you most excited for us to read for Wicked Souls? I have to pull up a draft of it. I'm trying to tell you. Chapter 25, I think a lot of you are gonna lose your minds over. Chapter 7, I really like. I think it's really fun. And then chapter 19, I don't know why I like this so much. It's gonna go a lot into Valerie's character arc for future books as well, and you just see a very different side of Valerie come out in this chapter. So those 3. This is a question for me and my mom, so she doesn't usually get home till late. We'll see if she wants to be in the vlog again, but I can answer it. What's one piece of advice you would give struggling creatives trying to build their business? And the best piece of advice that I got, actually I think I read it in a book, but was to never put the pressure on your art to pay the bills, at least not at first. And I think that's what really helped me starting out, and even now I don't put the pressure on my books to pay my bills. Obviously my books are starting to earn more money each year, and I'm hoping that side of my career grows, but I'm never expecting the books alone to pay for my rent and pay for my utilities and all that kind of stuff. And it really takes the pressure off of it a lot. And I've kind of just decided, you know, I'll do whatever I need to do in the meantime to supplement the income. And that's why I was nannying and why I was teaching and why I was doing all of these other things. And while you're building your business, I think it's really good to diversify your income and just have other things to fall back on, so you're not putting that pressure on your art, because that adds a whole new level of stress and pressure. And you can bet, even if my books ever do get to that level of them being able to fully support me, I probably will still have several other forms of income, because I never want to put that pressure on the books. Obviously that doesn't work for everybody, but that I think has really helped me. Does your mom watch your videos or your TikToks? My mom does not know a thing about TikTok, so she's definitely not on there unless I send her a video. She doesn't understand it. Videos, I know she used to watch them when I was in college because she missed me. I don't know if she still watches them. What is your favorite comfort food? Any kind of potato. French fries, hash browns, baked potatoes, any kind of potato. How do you get through client work burnout? It's not like one can take a break because of deadlines and the bills need to get paid. I like to do those live sprints on my channel, or if I'm not live, I'll just do sprints on my own. That kind of helps me be productive and knock out some good chunks of work. And I also like to break it up throughout the day. So instead of trying to work for like 8 hours straight, because that's really hard for me to do on one thing, I'll do like an hour in the morning, an hour in the afternoon, an hour in the evening. And the amount of work that I do really adds up over the day, and I just break it up. Someone asked if I'm older or if my brother's older. My brother is older. He's 2.5 years older than me. Do you think you'll do Vlogmas again this year? I don't know, because last year I wanted to do daily NaNoWriMo vlogs, and I was like, I don't want to vlog every day in November for NaNoWriMo and then every day in December for Vlogmas, so I chose Vlogmas last year. And then this year I was like, I really want to do the nano vlogs, and I still had that thought of like, does that mean I'm not gonna want to do Vlogmas? So I don't know. We're gonna play it by ear, see how I'm feeling towards the end of November, if I even keep up with these vlogs all month. We'll see. Have you seen Gilmore Girls? I've seen episodes here and there on TV growing up, like a long time ago. I've never watched it all the way through though. Okay, this is the last one I'm gonna answer for this vlog, because like I said, I don't want this whole thing to be a Q&A. So if I didn't answer your question, it slipped through the cracks and I didn't see it. I'm not purposefully ignoring it, so feel free to comment it again on this video. So the last question for today though is, except for the clip that's already filmed that I'll put at the end of the video, what's the biggest thing or things that's helped you grow as a writer? My number one piece of advice for growing as a writer, the thing that's helped me the most, is practice. And I know that's like such like not what you want to hear, but for whatever reason, I don't know why people view writing differently than any other hobby or any other sport or any other skill. Like, you wouldn't put on ice skates for the first time and then think you're ready to figure skate in the Olympics. You wouldn't pick up a soccer ball for the first time and feel like you're ready to play a game. You wouldn't pick up a violin and know how to play a complicated song for the first time. But so many people think if you just sit down and write a book, you're gonna know everything and you're gonna get it right the first time, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. You can read all of the craft books in the world that you want, you can major in it like I did if you want, you can do all of this side work, but nothing is gonna teach you how to write a book other than writing a book. And you have to see the process through for several projects, in my opinion. Nothing's going to teach you to finish a draft until you finish a draft. Nothing's going to teach you to revise until you revise. Nothing's going to teach you to implement feedback until you get feedback. The more projects you can go all the way through the process with, the better you'll be. And you need to go through the entire process with books in order to learn the process. So if you never finish drafts, you're never cultivating those later skills that you'll need later in the process. If you always skip over getting feedback, again, you need to learn how to do that. And the only way you're gonna learn how to do that is through practice. So the things that I'm like the most grateful for like the knowledge that I have now and the experience that I have now, is all of the books that I've written that have never been published and will never be published, because those are the things that I learned the most from, even more than my degree, even more than all the books I've read. I point to all of those unpublished manuscripts that I wrote and edited and got feedback on and went through the whole process for the number one thing that's helped me improve. You need those practice drafts. Some people hit it out of the park with their first book, but that's not the norm. And I think a lot of people feel like failures if their first book isn't the one that gets published, and I just think that's so silly. Like, of course you have to practice just like with any other thing. So that's my 2 cents. Okay, it's now a little after 2 o'clock. I ended up writing a little over 1,000 words for the Nano project so far. I finished with the copy edit for today, and I edited that last chapter of Wicked Souls that's just been like lingering for the past week or so. So it's ready for the proofreader. I think I'm gonna go through it one more time because I have time to do that, but it's pretty much done. So yeah, I might work on my proofread client a little bit more, but other than that, I'm really happy with the progress today, and I might write some more tonight. But it is my last day here. We're gonna drive home tomorrow morning, so I'm probably just gonna spend the night hanging out with my family. So I'm gonna end the vlog here. I don't know if there's gonna be one tomorrow because we're gonna be traveling. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, if you have any questions for tomorrow or whenever the next vlog ends up being, let me know. Update me. How many words do you have so far if you're also participating? And I will see you guys in another vlog very soon. I'm gonna put that Q&A thing that I did with my mom now here at the end if you are curious and you want to hear us answer a few more questions. Why don't you tell the people your zodiac sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Do you know what the reputation is for your sign?
That I have a split personality, or I have two different sides of me.
Do you think it fits you?
And well, of course it does.
Do you think that's a positive thing?
It is. It's amazing me, and even more amazing me.
We're currently propped on the candy corn. You gotta duck a little bit, get into frame.
Ah.
This is my dog, Bentley, if you don't know. Okay, questions with Pam, part 2. What's your advice on a happy, healthy marriage?
So
Tell them how long you and Dad have been married.
That's an easy answer. So when we were about to get married, my mother-in-law, your grandma, who we actually unfortunately lost right before Katie was born, said to me the only piece of advice that she had was when we had problems that we should talk to each other, not about each other to other people. So that is my best advice for staying married. And we have been married for 29 years.
This is not gonna balance. I'm trying to not have your head cut off. Ooh. Okay, don't make any sudden movements. Oh, this question is for me, but I'm curious what you think the answer is. Katie, do you plan to get married and have a family?
So, Katie's an independent, strong-willed young lady who is currently not interested in that future.
That's a polite way of saying it. I hate children and I hate men. No. More questions for Mom. Do you usually read Katie's books before they come out?
If she will let me, yes, hands down. I like to be part of the editing process, part of the proofreading process. Just let me read the book, please.
She says she's gonna give me feedback or proofread, and then she just reads it and she's like, oh, I forgot to comment anything. It was good. And that's all she tells me.
No, I say it was good. I say it was great. I loved this part.
Yeah, but you say you're gonna proofread and then you're like, oh, I saw some issues, but I don't remember.
I was
I'm sorry for everyone who's been asking about my signs. I don't know what time I was born. Can you give me an estimate?
Well, that's why, I mean, the memory is so, it was so crazy.
I've spent my whole life thinking it was 6 a.m.
No.
I think
you
it
told
was,
me that at one point.
Well, we went there in the middle of the night. The doctor came in with bedhead because he'd been sleeping, and then once he got there, it was like that. So it was sometime between, I feel like midnight and 4 o'clock in the morning.
So was it Saturday night and she was born Sunday morning? Because I had a football game I was supposed to go work and I couldn't go. I didn't go.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking.
Sorry to keep you from your game.
Yeah, it was a Dallas game and I lost double time.
That's what you remember from the day of my birth?
Well, he had to work there and he didn't go to work.
It wasn't, yeah, I was working, but it was, yeah.
Anyway, I know my sun's sign is a Sagittarius, and I always thought my moon was Leo and my rising was Sagittarius, but apparently that's wrong because I was not born at 6 a.m. like I thought I was.
I'm not sure. I'm not. If you think 6 o'clock, maybe.
That's what you've told me my whole life.
Well, then I've gotten older and I've forgotten a lot of details. So if I told you 6, then it was probably 6. I just know we got there in the middle of the night. That's
the only thing I know for sure is I'm a Sagittarius. That's all I got.
There you go.
Mom, going off of, because the first question was if you read my books, was there a point where you argued for a particular character or plot change?
No, I've never argued with Katie about any of her details because they're good.
She never gives me any feedback.
But
she just says she likes it.
Not true. Not true.
When
Remember,
have you ever suggested something?
remember I was confused about the book where there was the applications for college, and I said I was confused about that, or whether it was applications for grants or scholarships, and I felt like that was unresolved. That book, you know, with the little dog, and I was talking about the sister and how she...
Don't spoil the whole book if people haven't read it.
Okay, so I had a lot of feedback about that book.
That was a long time ago, I don't remember. If you've read The Anti-Virginity Pact, does Bentley look familiar?
Look at that old guy.
Were you ever pondering that Katie will write you / traits of you in one of her books?
Yes, and I've seen it often.
What do you think of you as in my books?
Well, that's hard. So in her poetry books, it makes me cry.
Okay, well that's like on the nose. It's very clear if it's about you.
Yes, that's
fiction
very
books.
clear. That one makes me cry. And then Katie, your viewers may not know that Katie wrote a special book for me, which was pretty darn awesome, and that one made me cry. The one for me.
The short story.
Yeah. And do I ever see myself in the other books? Not really. Let's hope all of the mean moms are not me. So
all of my characters do
all of
pretty
it,
messed up parents.
Yeah. All of the mothers that are not available, and you know, yeah. No, let's hope those are not me.
What is your favorite book?
Hands down, the Marionettes.
No, not of mine, just of books you've read.
Oh, you know, I don't know that I.
Well, I know what your favorite book you read this year was.
Oh, definitely. I loved that. The People You Meet on Vacation.
Somebody stole her book from her
and
house.
I thought it was so cute. I thought it was so appropriate for a vacation rental.
She loved
house.
that book.
I thought it was very cute.
What was your dream job growing up?
Growing up? I don't know. I think I grew up in a different time.
Okay, but like not thinking about being practical, like what was your dream job?
Well, when I was a little girl, I ran around the house singing really loudly all the time.
She still does that. You do. You just like break into song all the time. It's like a musical over here. Tell me I'm wrong.
Well, so there you go.
So you wanted to be a singer?
I don't know that I wanted to be a singer. I just enjoyed singing, so yeah.
Interesting. Do you like the profession you've chosen, and do you have any advice for women in their 20s?
Oh, so the profession that I chose has served us very well. It could be done anytime, any place, for any company. And so I'm not sorry that I did that. My first major in school was, it was interior design, but I decided that that was going to be more of a hobby.
I didn't know that.
Yes. So if I think about all of the things that I love plants, I love art, and I love children. So if I had to do it over again, I would pursue something that I love versus something that's practical.
I could see you being like an elementary school art teacher.
Yeah. So one of the things where you were growing up and you asked, am I crazy for wanting to pursue writing? And I said, absolutely not. You should pursue your dreams first. And if it doesn't work out, there's lots of time to change.
So what's your advice for women in their 20s?
Pursue your dream. Don't let anybody tell you it's not the right dream.
What was that little giggle?
I was looking at
No. Pretty Carolina.